Hi there, this is Chris with Peace of Mind Art and Crafts, and I'm coming to you to show you some more of my video on making file folders. Here's a couple of smaller ones that I made out of the cut off pieces of the other one that I used, and I'm going to show you these first. I worked on these off camera, and but I'd show them to you. This first one was a smaller one, kind of sort of envelope size, and these have not been sewn yet on the sides. I did decorate the fronts, and this one is got quite a bit of lace, has some tulle back in the back. The tulle that I used has some sparkly in it. And on the side here, I used I made this from G Kerr's channel, and G just is spelled Gikkerr, and look her up. She does a lot of really nice paper things with folding of paper, and this is a kind of a cone with flowers coming out of the top of it, and it's made from, you could use book pages or music paper, or really anything. I think it looks prettiest with the kind of more plain papers for the background. And then I put lace on the front here. Let me open it up and show you the inside. I did use these little dots for the closure, these little Velcro dots called fastener dots. This I was really surprised. I got it at the Dollar General store, and they come like 20 pairs for $1, which was really a good price. And they're very sticky. I was very surprised. You might have, if you're gluing them to fabric, you might have to use a little bit of glue, but I found they stuck very readily to here. And I like the way they're that white color, so they really don't show up at all. Just enough to keep it closed from, stop it from opening and stuff. So I'll show you the inside of this. We got some music paper on the inside with a pretty portrait of a young girl. This is an Artie Mays digital. Some lace on the bottom. And I decorated on the back a little bit on this one with lace across, and then a clock. So this one just needs to be sewn down the sides, or if you don't have a sewing machine or you don't want to sew it, you can glue it down the sides. Okay, make sure that when you're gluing it, you open this out. And same for when you're sewing it. You open this out and then sew down the sides. You might want to turn it over to whichever side you can see best on to sew it. Whichever has more of a clear vision. And if you have any items such as ribbons or anything over near the edges, you'll need to turn those in so you make sure those don't get sewn into the side. Okay, now on this one, it's a smaller one. This one's about 5 inches wide by right about 6 inches tall. And so this one could go, if you wanted to, it could go inside of a journal. So I thought I might, I'm not sure yet where I'm going to put this, but I might leave it unsewn or unglued until I decide. Because this could be, the back could be glued down to a page. I do have the back decorated on here to show you. But this could be glued down to the back of a page, or even clipped on. And then you could open it up for writing space. Okay. I would probably clip a little thumb hole here. Okay, and once again I have the little Velcro dots here so that it can close up easily. This, you might recall, we did in a video before, a couple of videos ago. We did this in the video where I showed Agnes's buttons, where I had inherited a lot of buttons from Agnes. This lady, a 104-year-old lady that passed away, that she lived next door. And we made some different, various ephemera out of using buttons. And this one's using fabric and make a pretty flower with a button in the middle. Okay, so let's start on the one that we're making together. And I'll bring that one up. I kind of have this arranged the way that I sort of want it. And what I did was I took a photo of it so that I'd have it, excuse me, I took a photo with my camera, with my phone, so that I'd remember where I had things. I did glue this part already. It's a flower on the top, and I haven't done anything yet to the top of this. I don't know yet if I'm going to or not. So let's get started, and we'll make this one. Kind of have these frames will probably go on at the end. Kind of have this the way that I want it. I am going to take this heart off of here for a moment. And she'll recall, I do the ones that are underneath first. So let's do these couple of ones here. I'm just making these little marks so that I know where to place them back down after I get the glue on them. I do want to ink the edges of these. And these I got from a scrapbook pad of various postcards and letters that I bought. Let me see if I've got that handy. Yes, it's a premium stack by what's the name of this company? Oh, DCWV. And it comes with various papers. I think I got it at Joann's. That was my chair squeaking. Okay, I'm inking this up. You know where that one goes. This one up. Let's see. Let me put pencil mark for this one. Pencil mark for this one. I'm just kind of putting them all in the right hand corner, so I remember. And that way I can ink them and then glue them back down in the semi-appropriate spot. And we always start with the pieces that are on the bottom and work our way up on our layering. I find these file folders really pretty, and they're great. They're a great place to keep mementos like pictures and photos and just memorabilia from your life. I have given them to people as gifts, and you know, they just love them. I mean, it's just a great place to keep all your stuff. I make Christmas ones, which are great for. I think I might tear the edge off of this because it's a little bit too straight. Give it more of a torn edge look there. Same for this side. But as I was saying, you know, people love them. I have even given them to a friend whose mother died, and she also liked it because it gave her a place to put some of the memorabilia about her mother in there. And I believe on the front I put one of the little tags that said memories. So that's an idea too. Okay, I think I have these inked up enough. Let's go ahead and start gluing these down. And so I'm using paper. I'm just going to use my art glitter glue or any white tacky glue that you have. Try to get this in frame. We had another snowstorm here in Colorado. We are south of Denver, so we got a little bit more than they did, I think, this time. Last time we didn't get quite as much as the northern part. Just depends on where you are. And it's still snowing. It's supposed to stop today, but then start up again tonight, so that should be interesting. I kind of picked a theme for this being the beach, since I'm using Mrs. Coggs put out a set of digitals. I think they're called Vintage Beach, with the various really cool photographs of old-time beach scenes. Okay. And I'm just finding the corners where I had put my little pencil mark and lining it up with that. Maybe just a little bit over it so that it covers over, so you don't have to erase the pencil mark, although you could erase it. Okay, let's see where I had. I don't think I marked this one. Maybe I did. Oh, here. This one goes here. Now you could put these on first and then ink your edges if you wanted to. It really doesn't matter what you do first to maybe get a little more ink over the folder. You remember this was the one that we used the stained Mod Podge on to get the color in it. I did use let's see. I used the stained Mod Podge on this one as well. And then this one I didn't use anything, except I went over it with some with a little bit of ink on the edges and even in the middle part to give it a little bit of looking like it was aged. So whatever method and you could also tea dye them. So whatever method you use, you can you can do that as well. Okay, lay that one down. Okay, I'm gonna put that down in a minute. First, I'm gonna check out my photograph again. There it is. This one kind of goes underneath there, I think, a little bit. Okay. Okay, I'm going to use these frames over the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to cut, let's see, I'm not going to cut these pictures. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to lay the frames over the top of them the way I might like it. This one actually kind of fits over the top, will fit over the top. This one not. This one won't stick out a bit, which is fine with me. I like it that way. So let's glue the pictures down first. Move this one over a little bit. Mark where I want it. This time I'm going to go over here in this corner because it's easier to see. And I'll pull that up for you because I know that's out of frame. Yeah, I'm having trouble here with the glue. There we go. That one I'm putting a little at an angle. Remember, when you're laying down your collage pieces, don't put everything. Don't always put everything, unless you're maybe doing a background. But don't put everything like straight up and down. You can turn it and have it be a little. It's more interesting if it's kind of a little off kilter there. Okay, next I am going to glue down this lace. And I'm going to use the fabric jack for that. Usually what I do is I start at an edge and move it out of the way a little bit just so I can see how wide to make it. And then I take it across, up, and over about the width of the lace. And then I can fill in a little bit in the center. Now this lace doesn't have too many holes in it, so the glue shouldn't show through too much. And then I place my lace over the top. And you'll notice some of these little areas go down underneath the lace, and that's kind of why I glued those down first, because those are underneath. I try to see if I can straighten it out a bit. Doesn't have to be exactly straight. Remember, this is a piece of art, not a reproduction of something that's exact. And like I said, don't need to be exact on this. I'm going to move this up a little bit though. There we go. And this could even bend and you know, kind of make a loop, however you want to do it. Now remember, one other thing I forgot to say was when you are doing this picture would look kind of cool up there. It really would. However, when you close this down, then you're covering over the picture. So that is why I moved it. I moved it down a bit so that it would move it over a little bit too. So that when this flap came down, that it would still show, the picture would still show. Okay. And let's glue that one. Now, originally I was going to put the slow stitch heart, I was going to put that on the top area, but I decided I liked it down on the bottom part better, because then I could put a, move that, when moving this up to cover over that pencil mark. And like I was saying, I was going to have this heart up here, or on this side, whichever. But I decided that I would like it better here, because then I can make a pocket. I can make it a pocket, and I can put something in here, a tag or something. Okay, let's get these. See if we can get these frames on here. It glues my glue up. Okay, let's see which one fits. Open this up again. Okay, I think that one fits on that one pretty well. And even turned to the side like that. And I'm making sure that I'm leaving enough room to sew over here on this side, if I do want to sew it closed. It's going to be a little tight, but I can do it. If you're gluing, you don't have to worry as much. Okay, let's glue this one with the, make sure it's the right side up. I think both sides are the same. As I mentioned in the first part of this video, these are Tim Holtz frames. They come in a package of 6. They're just chipboard, which add a little bit of bulk, but not much weight at all to it. Okay, just glue around. Now, when you're gluing with these frames, try not to get too close to the edge, because you don't want that glue seeping out and going in onto the photograph. Okay, I'm going to match it up with my pencil mark. Okay, sorry about that. I think I missed the last part of putting this frame down. And I started my video back up again. And I'm going to glue this frame down. No, I'm going to kind of see how that looks to the side. I think that will work. And if I put this in the middle, it might kind of go over both frames, but I like that. Okay, now this is a little bit too close to the edge, so I'm going to have to probably maneuver it around differently. There. Okay. There, I think I like that. Since this frame is turned, I think I'll have this one kind of be more straight on. And I do need to do my corner. What happens with my videos is I only have a short amount of time, and then the video goes off, and then I have to start it back up again. So I can we can join the 2 or however many videos together. But that's why it stops like that. Sometimes I don't realize it. Being the techie that I am, a lot of times I don't realize it. And my husband, however, the tech guy, so I have him help me a lot on different things. Okay, so I'm going to glue this down next, and I am going to have this be a pocket. And once again, I don't want to cover it up when the flap comes down, so I probably will move it down a bit. It has not been covered on the back, so it has a lot of different threads out on it, which is fine, because what I'm going to do, I think, is glue a piece of cardstock over that, just so that when something goes down into the pocket, it doesn't let me get a piece of book page. That'll work just fine. And I fold it in half. Then I can cut it. And these, I do have these slow stitch hearts that are already backed with fabric for sale in my Etsy shop. If you want to take a look. I just love doing these, and I whip right through them, so I find that I don't have to charge a whole lot for them. So check those out on my Etsy shop if you want to purchase one. Okay. Okay, I'm going to put this on the back. And like I said, this is just so that when you put something in the pocket, that the tag or whatever you put in the pocket does not catch on the back of with all the strings and so on the slow stitch. If your slow stitch or whatever your heart was made out of was flat already, you would need to do that. Okay. Press down on that. Okay, now I need to decide once again where I want my heart to be. Actually, it does just fit right down in the middle of that. Or I could overlap it onto one of the frames if I wanted to. I think that gives it a little bit more interest. I think I will do that. Let me mark this. This is the point of the heart. And I don't want to glue the top. So I'm going to start right where the curve of the heart is, I think. And I also don't want to glue the whole heart because I want to be able to put something into the pocket. So just the sides. Like that. There we go. Okay. I think that looks pretty nice. I'm going to make a tag to put in this pocket, probably again with the beach theme. I tried to pick out some photos that had, these photos already kind of had pink and green in them, or excuse me, pink and blue in them. And so I used this blue flower, this aqua flower up here, because it also matched what was in the slow stitch. Okay. So, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to do the back, and I have a couple of photographs for the back. This is going to be fairly simple with some postcards, and of course it can move the cards up how we want them. I might put a piece of music paper in here just to give it a little interest. Okay. Yeah, I am running low on my battery again, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this video, and I will pick it up again after I glue this stuff down so that you can see what I've done. Make an arrangement of that. Yeah, I kind of like that. I'll finish this up, and then I'll come and show you on the next video. I'll come and show you what the finished item looks like. And we'll do kind of a flip through of our different file folders that we have decorated. So thank you for joining me today. I wish you peace of mind. Take care.